welcome everyone to the channel. This week what I'm going to do is I get asked the question a lot, how do you shore dive from shore in the Venice area for shark teeth? There's a few other things you need to pay attention to when you're shore diving, but as far as shore diving goes, it's fairly easy. You do need to carry a dive flag in this part of Florida. Anytime you're shore diving, you should be carrying a dive flag. But this particular area is very important, probably all of Florida, because boaters here are not, I don't know if they're not familiar, if they just don't care. Because I've been, boats have gotten way too close to me, even commercial charter boats, who are, authorized captains and licensed captains, and they still will come up on you in this part of Florida. So everyone asks, where do you go? Anywhere from Venice all the way down to Inglewood. I found teeth in all the beaches. Most people go to Service Club. Service Club is one of the more popular beaches. Alhambra used to be the best beach to go to, but since Hurricane Ian, they've kind of closed off the area a little bit. I don't know if it's open yet or not. I hear people diving Alhambra, but if you're new, Service Club's easy, plus they have a shower. Some good parking usually, because not a lot of people go there. I do dive Casperson some. This video you're going to see today is from Casperson. I've dove Minnesota. I have a friend who dives Inglewood. So anywhere in between that, you're going to find teeth. If you follow the simple instructions on how and where to look for teeth. Are you going to find them egg? I mean, that's what we're all out there for. But my biggest and best tooth has been from shore. So a couple tips before you go shore diving from the Venice area. One is the waves are not the biggest here. If you're seeing some pretty decent waves, 2 to 3 feet, call the dive. You're not going to be able to see anything anyway, unless you're an experienced diver. If you're new to this, call the dive. Chances are the next day is going to be fine. You don't want the wind coming from the ocean or the Gulf into land. That will make your visibility really bad. The other tip I have for you is plan a very murky dive. A lot of people come to Florida and they're like, oh, the visibility's here good. Visibility in the Venice area, expect 5 feet. If you have anything better than that, great. I have been out there where I have literally hit the bottom before I knew I was at the bottom. So visibility is not the best here. It's going to be green usually in color, because you're not that far offshore. So the wind, the weather can really affect it. Really pay attention to the weather. Look for the days that have been blowing from land to the Gulf multiple days in a row. Your visibility is going to be the best. Some other tips: once you get in the water, go past the surf a little bit to get geared up. The next tip I would say is when you're coming back in from a dive, take your fins off. If you can touch, once you can touch and you're next to shore, take your fins off prior to the breakers. We don't have very big breakers here, but that surge can knock you over. Make sure you walk up on shore, and I see this a lot. People do not have their regulator in their mouth. Walk up on shore with your regulator in your mouth. Don't take the regulator out until you're out of the water. We're taught that in training. I've seen a lot of people face plant it right at the shore. Our gear is heavy, gravity has returned, and it can get pretty ugly pretty quick, because if you keep getting hit back down, then you're trying to search for your regulator. Just put it in your mouth, breathe on the way out. That's the shore, Casperson Beach. Still see the bottom here. It's only maybe 8 feet here. So I will show you what I mean by sand dollar heaven. Get out a little bit further, there'll be nothing but sand dollars. The shore, sandbar will drop off here shortly, and that's when we want to start looking for the reef. And now to get out of the sand, you want to look for the rubble. When I go under, you'll see the gravel we're supposed to be targeting. See you out there. This is about as far out as I go. I'm dropping a little bit early, just because I want to show you the sand dollars. I can barely see the bottom, and it's probably a 20-foot visibility day. Here's the map of Service Club and a picture of the Service Club entrance, along with the boardwalk out. And the showers are right at the end of the boardwalk. So as you're swimming out, if you're on Casperson and Service Club, or even, I think you can see it from Alhambra. It's been a while since I've been to Alhambra. You can see the fishing pier. It's barely visible with the GoPro. But at the end of the fishing pier, you want to go about another 50 yards if you're up at Service Club. If you're down at Casperson, that imaginary line kind of goes this way. It's kind of in a straight line that way. It's not this way. It's gonna be more at an angle that way. So you want to go past that about 50 yards and then go down. I dived down a little bit early in this video just to show you what not to look for. You don't want to be in the sand. You can find teeth in the sand. You're not going to find a lot of teeth. So you want to swim out a little bit further, and you want to look for the black gravel. And little rows. You'll see rows of, like, the waves are kind of pushing up these little like wind rows underneath the surface, and that's what you're looking for. Where the reef starts, most of the way down, so let's get after this. Now that meg tooth I found, that was from a different dive, but I wanted to show everyone that everyone will tell you if you're in the shells, you're not in the shark tooth area. That's what most people will say. So if you see a lot of shells, they tell you to go look for the gravel. I'm in a lot of shells there where I found that tooth, but when you look underneath the shells, you see a lot of the black dots, the black gravel. If you see in black gravel, you're in the right area. If you are hearing the reef, and the reef will make like a popping sound, it's very unique, and once you pick up on it, you know you're in the right area. Always look for the reefs when they're out there, because you will start hearing things pop and crackle, and that means you're in the right area. If there's a lot of sand, you need to get out of that area. You're not going to find shark teeth in sand. A lot of them. It's happened, but the sand's going to bury everything. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments below. I'll be glad to answer anything you have for that area. If you like the video, go ahead and subscribe, like. I will be doing a giveaway here shortly on a meg tooth, I hope. I'm just trying to figure out the the local laws and everything, if that's even possible in the area I'm from. So that will be coming up shortly.